Spooky music.
Did you
Spooky theme tune. Good evening and welcome to another 14 words. Is that better, Hobbit? You happy now?
What?
He's over the moon by the sound of it.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
one of them. That was one of the moans we've had, and then the other one was it's a complete waste of time as advertised. I can't remember what we did last week.
Yeah.
We do get the most constructive criticism on this show, don't we?
And staining the
It was
pop culture.
these people are a load of drunken
Well, we're a
idiots.
bit more organised this week.
These people are a load of drunken
Yeah.
idiots. Is another one.
Yeah.
Hey, I resent that implication. I'm not drunk when I do this. I'm just retarded.
Oh, it's the Lochmore Monster, I think that was. Complete waste of time as presented.
Oh, no, it was the Fred West one, wasn't it? It was
and
the Fred
staining
West
the
one,
pop
which,
culture
which
space.
Oh, that
strangely
one-
enough, was our most popular programme.
That one
Yeah.
we
was
didn't
relatives
treat
of the
it-
deceased
Hurrah.
complaining.
We didn't treat it with the seriousness it deserved, which
Yeah.
I thought was quite hurtful because I was very serious about it. Especially those jokes about patios.
Complete waste.
They
Yeah,
weren't
the
jokes.
Lochmore Monster was complete waste of time as presented. I think I did go. I know this one. This one's bollocks, didn't I? I think at the start I said that, didn't I? I blew it at the right at the top of the show.
I never saw that remark. Really, that was Lochmore Monster. They said that. Well,
I
If
thought
I'm
that'd be
lucky,
the
I'll go
Paris
to
crashes
Lochmore
because those
next
Paris
year,
crashes, we went through it all and then realised it was all bollocks.
I think I said
Giant
at the time.
nothing burger.
Yeah.
Well, it's when you speak these things out loud when you start realizing what a load of cobblers it is. I had the same reaction when we read out the Russian sleep experiment, like, oh, there's this really creepy pasta, and then when you read out, it's like, oh, I don't believe any of this. And that was me. You know me. I'm quite credulous about most subjects.
Yeah. No, last week's
Yeah.
was
I'd say
teleportation.
you're
So that
a
was
skeptic.
you know this story about the. Have you ever heard the? I'd call it a myth now because I don't even think it was an event. But in Paris and on the M6 around Manchester, apparently there was an
Which, by
event
the-
where
oh,
bright lights appeared in cars and people disappeared.
as opposed to the
Last
bright
week's programme,
blinding
was it?
lights you see in cars
Yeah.
and.
But in the end, it looked like it was some sort of like guerrilla marketing campaign for some bloke's shitty sci-fi story.
There's always
But
a book,
Hobbit,
isn't there?
you're more of a
Yeah.
skeptic. You're like more of a skeptic, aren't you? When you're on, you bring a skeptical approach to these subjects, whereas we are more believers, isn't it? Which is good to have the two things.
I want
Yeah.
to believe, and I try not to be cynical. I just like presenting interesting information which isn't otherwise discussed.
Yeah,
But sometimes it is a load of bollocks,
but
and
it's more like
it's,
I'm more of a
yeah.
I think
You're
I'd
more
like to be a
impression-based
believer, but they seem to do everything they can to make sure that I'm not.
you're more impression based rather than a gag man, aren't you? More impressions.
Mm. So I've been told.
Hobbit's impressions are
I
excellent.
was a skeptic, but yeah. Then I saw her face.
I'm a
I'm a
believer.
believer.
Whoever Hobbit does an impression of, it's like being in the room with them.
You know when
Only
you've
if it's
got
a 70s light entertainer.
the hallmark of a quality impression is when you say "Hello, it is me"
Yeah.
as the start of it. It's like,
Yeah.
"Hello, Lisa Tarbuck here."
Whatever
I
happened
don't
to
even
Lisa
know what
Tarbuck?
she
She
sounds
Over
used
to
to be,
Frank Bruno.
she used to be like dog shit. She was everywhere on television, and now she seems to be like persona non grata, don't she? Like Like Tony Slattery. Do you remember Tony Slattery, Ian?
Yeah, he had a nervous breakdown. That's how.
When he
was
doing a
shit
lot,
anyway.
I like the old bugger sugar, as the Yanks call it.
He used to do what's that one? The improvisation one.
Oh,
Whose line is it anyway?
yes.
He a subject of a song and a style.
See, that went downhill when they started having Greg Proops on it because he was very fucking annoying.
Well, initially they had good people on there. Peter Cook was on there, and Griff Rhys-Jones, and they used to have different people on every week. And then they sort of got stuck with the same people every week. They were like, what's his name? Sessions.
It was like who'd turn up, weren't it? It was like who we got on. I don't know who's turning up. It weren't like let's pick from the best improv there are around. It's like let's have Josie on for like the 18th week in a row.
And
they
Tony
had
Slattery.
Mike Anderson on there for a while, didn't they?
Yeah,
But he was the presenter though.
He hosted it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they replaced him with that.
Anyone
fat
could be
bloke.
good at that. When you've been snorting off a whore's tits, anyone can be good at that.
That's Angus Deaton.
And also, he was doing sniff off of her ass.
Paul Merton used to go on there as well.
Do you remember Angus Deaton's first show back on Have I Got News For You after it had come out that he was snorting coke off of hookers? And then...
Well, it was endless jokes, and that was the reason they had to take him off, because the others the panel wouldn't let it go, so they had to get rid of him in the end. That was
Paul
the main
Merton had
reason
that
for it.
T-shirt with the headline on it, didn't he?
I do copious amounts of cocaine.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
So
what
he
it
was reading
called?
the paper. Yeah. Excellent. The government. Yeah, we should be more political on this programme, I think. We should have more satire.
Maggie Thatch.
Review the week's news.
Fuck Thatcher, am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then the government. Yeah.
Yeah, the government.
I'll get
Be good at that.
I'll get my writers to write some safe,
the
edgy jokes about me. How about we delete France? Ha ha ha.
The Tories, am I right?
Whoa.
Oh, them Tories.
Yeah.
Oh, that Trump. Oh, them Tories, that Trump.
Yeah.
Brexit,
we don't like the government.
With the Labour Party,
Tories.
though, obviously.
Yeah.
I love my government.
Tories are a shit government.
I love my government, and I would never be heard by the police saying otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Go watch out, the old stormtroopers will be
nice.
kicking your door in. Have you had some opposite opinions?
Don't you mean Starmer's safety squads?
Have you retreated someone else's opinion?
Have you had a second-hand opinion that we don't approve of?
I only retweet Keir Starmer's opinions because they're the only ones I approve of.
Yeah, we have to. Well, unless you retweet that opinion that he used to have that old lady shouldn't freeze to death in the winter.
No, that's fake news. That's secessionist propaganda or something. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
It's more progressive if they freeze.
I love my democratically elected government.
Yeah.
I love them as much as I love Stuart Lee's stand-up.
Actually, no, that's good.
Let's do it, Lee. Fuck the Tories, am I right?
Oh, yeah, actually, I quite like Stuart Lee. But
I do, despite his... I think that's testament to what a good comedian is. The fact that you're there and you've got like a look on your face like you've got dog shit on your top lip, but you still find him funny.
Well, that's the thing about him. I love him as much as Keir Starmer. That's how good he is.
I like him because he just dissects his own act as he goes along, and not many other comedians can do that.
The rappers.
And you'll come out with a little bit of Brexit and all that, but it's worth putting up. He doesn't overdo it, and it's worth putting up with that stuff for the good stuff. And he will have a dig at his own as well. He will have a go at the Liberals.
I was tempted to go and watch a bit of comedy the other day, but I was going to go. Jeff Norcott was on, and Jeff Norcott ain't too bad, But he was touring with Marcus Brigstock, and I'm like, oh, I can't be doing with fuck Brexit, fuck Trump, fuck Brexit, fuck Trump. I just can't be doing with that. Oh, and the fucking Tories
And
and,
then
Liz
cue for
Truss.
applause.
Liz Truss, isn't she a
The
leftist?
Tories.
Blah blah. Liz Truss ruined the economy.
The
Blah
Tories.
blah blah.
And the Tories.
Yeah.
And the bankers.
And the
And the
bankers, the
Tories.
bonuses. Who did that sketch? The bankers, the bonuses.
And the
that
both
sounds like it
comedians,
should
I
be a
think.
Stuart Lee, doesn't it? The bankers, the bonuses. The bankers, the bonuses.
and go on for about 20 minutes just saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I saw him this year. I saw Stuart Lee earlier this year, which was good. But that was good. I got a new tour coming, so I'll probably go and see him in the new year as well. But I don't. He's too good for the Brexit Tories and all that stuff. But he has to throw a bit in, I suppose, part of the job description. But yeah, it's not bad. Anyway, good. Well, when you're ready, we can get going on tonight's hot topic. Get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's
Then we can do a bit
most
more
haunted,
political
most
satire.
haunted, most haunted Dominion edition, isn't it?
Yeah, here we go. We got
Which
10
one
Watkins,
of you?
so that's
Which one of
good.
you
I
was
think
Yvette
four-
Cooper?
four-
Which one of you
well,
was
I'm
Yvette
Derek
Cooper, and
Acora,
which one was Derek Acora?
It's a Vet Cooper, Vet Fielding, not a Vet Cooper.
Oh
that's
yeah,
someone,
the Vet Cooper.
that's someone else.
I was on politics still. That's Mrs.
Give
Ed
my
Baldwin.
Could have had a
Oh,
psychic
yeah.
channeling.
Mary loves Dick.
We
Mary
did.
loves
So anyway,
Dick.
okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So they're all calm down. There's 9 watching, 4 of which are us. So we got 5 watching.
Yeah.
So let's have a look then. Here we go then. So, as we
Don't ask
know,
me to put any pictures up
in the
yet, 'cause
Fortean world, there are.
I haven't got it ready.
Well,
We were too busy talking
emailed
shite.
them to you. It's a pick. Well, it's easy enough. Open the two emails, have them side by side. One's with pictures.
I've got them
one's with
downloaded.
the,
I've just got
links
to
to
put
the
the
videos.
pictures
When I
in.
don't even need to do. Oh, fair enough. Just the pictures download. That's fine. Yeah, the videos are just linked. So just
I've just got to put them in the OBS.
we could have
machine.
covered this before we went live. Okay, fair enough.
Ian's got a couple of
Yeah,
paragraphs
so you do
before you're called upon.
exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So as we know, in the Fortean world, there are many unanswered questions. Too many, in fact. What is the best way to try and answer these questions? Well, one way is to embark on a Fortean road trip. And at the end of August, myself and Dom decided to carry out a paranormal investigation. So we headed to the south of England to find the truth behind the ruins of Knowlton Church, known as the most haunted location in Dorset. We met up on the afternoon of the 31st of August at the New Forest pub in Ashurst, Hampshire, and had a few pints. We then went to Ashurst campsite next to the pub,
No spirits.
which was to be our base. Not at this stage, no, later on. That was to be our base for the weekend, and got ourselves set up. It wasn't far from the church, so we didn't have far to travel for us to carry out the paranormal investigation. We then cracked open some ale, and we got stuck in. Once the ales were finished, we went to the Happy Cheese pub and had a good piss up, didn't we, that night? So that's what we did that day. The following day, our fate awaited us.
Much puking in taxis occurred, did it?
There wasn't. No, we held it in all right, even though we did have quite a few that night. But had to be done.
Was there any pissing
No,
in garages?
especially
occurring,
after the
was
year
there,
I've had.
or did Dom manage to hold his blood?
Well, we won't go there. Actually, we'll leave that. We won't say anything about that. But anyway, the following day, our fate awaited us. It was time to head to the mysterious Knowlton Church and find out the truth about the most haunted place in Dorset. So, firstly, for the people at home, what we'll do is have a look at the background and the history of Knowlton Church, the most haunted place in Dorset. And there we go. As we can see, there's an aerial shot there.
In Dorset?
So,
Do you
it
endorse
is in Dorset, Alaska.
I did.
Yeah. Let's have a look though. As we can see there, though, we have the hollow shell of what was once a Norman church, surrounded by ancient earthworks. So what better place to carry out a paranormal investigation? Knowlton Church was built in the 12th century by the Normans, and it underwent rebuilding and addition in the 15th and 18th centuries. It was constructed on top of a Saxon church that was there before. The church is surrounded by Neolithic earthworks, which date back to 2500 BC. And it's been said that the church was built at this location in an attempt to convert the local pagan population to Christianity, and as a symbol of transition from pagan to Christian worship. The church was once at the heart of a thriving community that fell victim to the Black Plague in the 14th century, and as a consequence the village fell into ruin and only the small church survived. The church continued to be used until the mid-18th century, when the roof collapsed, and then it fell into disrepair. These mid-18th century church is a mere ruin, and then it fell into disrepair. With it being such an ancient site and steeped in history, mid-18th century church is a mere ruin, the most haunted, and then it fell into disrepair and shitloads of ghosts. So, we'll have a run through of some of the myths associated with the site. But first, if we go to the picture number 2, please, Hemi, we can have another closer look at the actual church itself.
Let us go to picture number 2. Look at that. What a beauty. What a beauty.
It is. What a beauty.
Be nice when it's finished.
Well, let's see. So we'll put that up there. So, as we can see, the church tower is still present. And it was in that tower where the church bell once hung many centuries ago. The bell is no longer there, and it is a mystery as to what happened to it. One theory as to what happened to the bell.
So there was a bell end then, was there?
Taken away. No, it was taken away by the devil himself.
Oh.
Who threw it into the nearby River Allen. Yeah. Some of the villagers tried to rescue the bell, but they were overcome by the strength of the devil, as he held onto the bell tightly, and it sank to the bottom of the river, never to surface again.
Well, they should have played. They should have played against the.
They
should have played the banjo against him or something.
They should have played.
That's what you do with the devil, isn't it?
They should have played the devil's advocate, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Should have played the banjo string. Yeah. So anyway,
it was because he uses Link Africa.
Why didn't they say, "Oh no, devil, you can't throw the bell in there. That'd be a good thing to do." And then he'll go, "Oh no, I'm doing something good. I can't do something good." And then he'll put it back.
Yeah, what a bastard. So,
yeah.
There are more contemporary sightings of ghosts at the site, and a shadowy hooded figure is often seen amongst the ruins. The figure is said to be that of a phantom monk, and is said to emit a menacing aura. The monk is usually seen in the daytime, and recently a woman came walking to the church with her 2 children when a figure dressed in dark robes appeared out of nowhere and proceeded to walk across her path. It then vanished into thin air. There have been numerous accounts of a weeping woman kneeling before the ruin, which is thought to be the ghost of a nun. Though what sin or transgression she is trying to purge herself of is not yet known.
Was she kneeling for the monk?
Well, on her knees in front of him. Well, yeah. Anyway, a phantom horse and rider.
A lot of these ghosts, didn't they? It's usually where a monk's been having it off with a nun, isn't it? That's what a lot of these ghosts.
I know, dude. Dirty bastards. Or
like Madonna in that video.
Yeah. And these days, it's where a monk's been having it off with another monk, and the nuns have been lesing it up, innit?
Yeah.
So anyway, a phantom horse wears the soap. Yeah. So phantom horse and rider are said to gallop across the site in the dead of night.
Don't start with where's the soap.
They proceed to pass through the church as if it wasn't there. Yeah.
Vitamin and hormone.
Exactly. Ghostly figures.
It's like being drunk. Tell that to a glass of water.
Yeah. Ghostly figures have been witnessed in the windows of the tower, as we can see there, and a ghostly face is often seen peering from the top window. The lanes surrounding the church, there have been sightings of the legendary hellhound, Black Chuck, which traditionally barred omen when sighted.
That's in the wrong
Black
place for
Shuck
Black
has
Shuck.
centuries.
Black Shuck's from East
Good.
Anglia, isn't he?
Black Shuck has been seen around there as well. That's what it says here. So
Yeah,
Black
I dunno.
Shuck has
I'm not sure
centuries.
that's Black Shuck. I don't think that's Black Shuck. Did they check his dog tag?
Could be another one. Black Shuck has for centuries haunted sacred locations throughout Britain, and Knowlton Church is no exception. Paranormal investigators have recorded multiple unexplained phenomena at
I don't know if
Knowlton
it's.
Church. These
I don't know if
include
it's.
being-
I don't know if it's sacred if the devil's been there.
Well, he had to go.
Yeah.
So these include being engulfed in swirling white mist, and ethereal voices have been heard chattering around them, though no source for the voices can ever be traced. Knowlton Church is a hotspot for paranormal investigators like us, so let's see what we found on our visit to the most haunted place in Dorset. So here we go. So, stopping off for a few pints, we reached our destination, Knowlton Church, the most haunted place in Dorset. A feeling of dread suddenly came over us as we set foot on the hallowed ground to begin our investigation. So, Hemi, could you please play the first clip of us when we arrived
Hold
at the church, and we'll see
I'm
how we got on. So,
I'm
clip
nowhere
number
near
one.
ready for
So
this.
it's the
Hold on a
yeah,
sec.
yeah, that's it. There's the surprise. So yeah,
Hobbit, have
When-
you got any
let
questions
us know
to
when
ask
you're ready.
Ian?
I'm just going to say you won't keep your OBS slave title at this rate.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can do it.
Right.
But
So
it's all in the name of investigation. We have to know the truth. Here we go then. So this is when we arrived at the church.
Knowlton Church
Let's have a
videos.
few jars.
Knowlton Church arrival. Did
That's
you
the
say,
one.
"Oh, I'm
We just had a few
arriving"?
pints. Well,
Oh,
I
I've
do do a
arrived.
comment.
Right, so
This is when
Yes,
we
good
arrived.
shout.
Let's have a look then.
we just arrived at Knowlton Church. Just had a few pints before we got here. So let's have a look at this ancient
got audio.
site. See what we got there. There we go.
I'll put the audio
So
through.
there's a church
so it'll
there.
be
Let's go and have a look. It's a very sacred ground. The
Bit
church.
shaky,
It must
you got
be,
the DTs,
and,
have you?
as I'm coming into it,
It's windy that day.
you can see it's built in the middle of some earthworks. Yes, look at that. Yeah, we shouldn't have had those couple of pints before we came, but yeah, but the site must be treated with the utmost respect. It's very ancient. It's an amazing place. So, but always respect old places like this. Don't do anything that might upset them. Let's have a look inside. The church here. Yes. Oh, fucking hell.
No video, only audio,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, it's. Oh,
No
sorry.
video showing on YouTube, apparently.
Oh dear, sorry lads.
Great.
I'm being a spaz.
Can we show it? Can we? What's go?
Let's do
Okay,
it.
so we
Let's-
didn't show it on.
Let's do it again because I didn't show it. There we go.
All right, then we'll show it again. Let's just
Yeah.
start again.
Just
It's
ruined
not-
Ian's
right.
gag
Anyway,
there.
okay, let's. Yeah,
Looking at the hollow shell
Yeah, this is the arrival.
of what was once a Norman church. And let's go and have a
Oh, it's
look.
gone on to the second one, isn't it?
Surrounded by earthworks, and
Nice.
it's said to be the most haunted place in Dorset. So, what better place to carry out a paranormal investigation, which is what we're going to do now. I've got my compass, so I'm going to keep an eye on the compass here.
Oh, this has gone on to the second. I'll
Let's see if
replay
there's
I'll
any-
replay
Second one,
the
isn't
first
it?
one.
Kinetic
I'll
energy
replay the
This
first one
is-
at the end.
distorting it. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's go for a closer look.
This one goes on for a while, so you can use a compass to
Plaque here.
see if there's any kinetic energy or magnetic forces.
Knowlton Church
Around
and
the church.
earthworks.
See if it's like the Bermuda
A Norman
Triangle. Is that a
church,
bit of jizz on the side?
extensively remodelled in the 14th century. It stands
I think it's bird poo.
inside a late Neolithic henge monument constructed in 2500 BC. So
What the hell is C2500
Yeah, let's have a
BC?
look.
Why do they keep trying to confuse you all the time?
Oh, I think
Well-
C means circa.
Yeah. Oh, around.
You can date things. Yeah.
Circa's a fancy name for roundabout.
Yeah.
So as we walk towards the church, we come across the earthworks we can see here. So
The
sat
earthworks.
there.
Is that bloke having a poo there?
That's Dom, isn't it?
Is Dom
It's
having a
quite
poo?
a
There was a lot of dog shit around. There was a lot of dog shit around the place.
I don't think all of it was
See
dog
there,
shit. I think that bloke's having a
surrounding
poo
the
over there.
church. So
Well, that's. I wonder if there was a woman reading a book. Or a bitch.
there are in fact 4 henges
So the viewers-
in this area, all constructed
The viewers need to see my first video then, Emmy.
around 2500 BC.
I'll put that on at the end
So-
because it's gone into number 2, so I'll let
And-
number 2 run.
If we look, we can go up here.
Yeah, alright.
Someone walking their dog. 1 second. We walk up here. We can see the lanes surrounding the site. So there,
Right in the middle of
Said.
nowhere.
the black shop. The phantom.
It is.
dog.
It's very desolate.
Yeah, it's said to
Very windy as well.
bring in death and destruction.
It is, yeah. So, if you want to make a comment as we go, don't worry too much about the comment.
Hopefully we won't see Black Shuck today.
You just think
What's going to happen to us?
But look more Black Shuck as time goes on.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at here is basically ancient sacred enclosure. It's on these grounds. But there have been
There's
multiple
Dom there.
sightings of the figure of a phantom monk. And it's said to emit a menacing aura. So we'll see.
Bit like Dom over there.
We can encounter the monk today. Hopefully we can. We'll soon see them. Windy up here.
There's Black Shuck, look.
The monk is usually seen in the daytime.
Yes, there's a shadow.
Chasing those 2 girls.
Oh yeah, there's White Shuck.
White
A
Shuck.
woman came walking here with her 2 children when a figure dressed in dark robes appeared out of nowhere and proceeded to walk across her path.
Look at that, sending their
then
children
vanished
into
in air,
danger.
Isn't that dog to camera?
Yeah, some eerie
Sending those
thing
children
about
into danger there.
You don't know what awaits.
No sign of the phantom monk so
No.
far, though. Let's have a look. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
we're hoping to
towards
find the
church.
Phantom Monk.
The church was built in the 12th century by the Normans and was constructed on top of a Saxon church that was there before. You can see that there. It was rebuilt in the 14th century when the tower was added. You see the tower there. There was a thriving village around the church until the mid 14th century, when the Black Death decimated the local population and the village was basically abandoned. The church continued to be used until the mid 18th century, when the roof collapsed and the building was then abandoned and left to go into disrepair, as we can see now. Let's have a closer look at these ruins then. So here we go.
That's pretty much invisible, that repair of that
Look
column,
at
isn't
this.
it?
Actually managed to find an old map of what the church once was and what the various parts of the church were at one point. So if we have a look, I can just guide us around.
So that's the porch.
Actually stood
It is, yeah.
here.
There was an old plan of the church I managed to find, so we can
As we
navigate
can see, the
around
church is now ruins, but we can establish using the floor plan I've just showed you.
Is that brickwork repair in the
You
column?
can
Is that
see
from
the
the
entrance
17th century?
to the church here.
Yeah. You can tell they weren't Polish builders, can't you?
These are the remains of a porch, and this section would have been added to the
Would have
original
done a better
structure
job than.
in the 15th century.
I mean, that's pretty much invisible. I
this
mean,
porch,
only the trained eye would see that brickwork's been
ghostly figure of a
repaired there.
weeping woman, possibly a nun, is most commonly seen in a kneeling position facing the church.
Was she a
So
pregnant
let's
nun?
just
Because
stand
they're usually pregnant nuns, aren't they? They got pregnant by a monk, didn't
The
they?
monk did it.
here with the weeping
Yeah.
woman.
Monk got her in the
Let's see.
club.
Let's just check the compass and see if there's any interference, any kinetic energy interfering. No.
No, you're going dead north.
Still facing, pointing north. Nothing, no reading at this stage. It's still time now. So let's have a look.
Yeah, no kinetic energy.
Moving to the
Picked up.
church through this arch. Have a look and see what we've got. This is the central part of the church there we're going into now, or nave. You can see here is this section of the church which would have been part of the original structure that dates all the way back to the 12th century. That's what we're looking at here. So yeah, it's nice. And if we check to the right, we've got this arch here. This arch there, and that would lead through. That would be the chancel, and again, that dates back to the 12th century. So let's have a look there. It's not a big church, but
They can't
steeped
have
in
many
history.
people in there, can they?
Let's go through here
No.
to the chancel.
What's the chancel then? What
I
goes
don't
on?
think there are many people in the area, unless they're all crammed in.
Yeah, so it would be in here where the choir would have been stationed during worship.
Choir boy.
Yeah, that's what the choir boys were. So.
Well, you know how to get a nun pregnant, don't you?
And if we go through here, north
Dress
of
her
the
up as a choir
chancel,
boy.
In the cunt.
this section I'm in now.
Oh no, shit in the.
This
And
is
that's
the
another
North
joke, yeah.
Chapel, which was added in the 15th century. So let's have a look. Just a small part here. Ruins. The remains. Let's just move forward. Here we have the most modern part of the church. This is the north aisle. Just the remains of it there. This would have been added to the church in the 18th century.
Imagine something built current year being
Yeah, we
standing
just-
up for that long, even though it's been
North
left to
aisle.
the elements.
And go back into the nave, or the central part of the church. Here we go. Then we are faced now the most complete and most impressive part of the church, which is the 15th century tower.
Ooh.
And we can see that there. Go into it. Go into the tower. Have a look. It was probably up there where the bell hung, which was taken away
By the devil.
by the devil himself, never to be returned. So what we're going to do, let's have a quick look. Now I'm in this part, let's just have a quick look at the compass again and see if there's any interference, any kinetic energy interference. Have a look at that there. obviously.
Devil's not that bothered, is he?
No.
Devil in
I think
disguise.
the
I think you're getting
spirits are
ghosts
not here
confused
today.
with the
That's
triangle, Ian. It's the Bermuda Triangle where the compass spins.
There's still time. So,
Use a compass as well.
these
Use any
windows with faces
psychic
around,
energy.
especially that one.
It's not
Those
safe,
faces
but it's all I had at the time.
People have reported. And we can,
I had a camera in one hand,
You didn't
on
get
my
yourself
arm
a spirit box,
and-
then, Ian?
a compass. So yeah.
yes,
Well, we'll come on to that. We
It's an
will
eerie
actually
place,
come on to
this,
the other
isn't it?
method. But yeah,
So yeah,
I think though.
that's what we got.
I think though, what you should do, Hemi, is play video.
Yeah, it does feel very atmospheric
What's
and
that?
mystical here. I'm not surprised. There's so
You on
much
the next clip?
paranormal
I was
going
feeling
on.
very.
But,
I was feeling very. Play video number. Play video
The
number one. I
monolith.
think it would be the best thing to do.
What do you want, the monolith?
No, the arrival. The arrival.
The arrival. You
Let's
want
finish
the
this one.
arrival?
We'll play the arrival. I want the arrival. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Well, we'll play.
arriving.
We'll just see this one out and play this one out, though, and just let the viewers see the end
Oh, that's all right. I've missed
of this
the end
one,
now.
and then we can play the arrival.
It's all right. I'll put the arrival on.
So
There.
what we can do is
The arrival.
the arrival is what we want.
What the fucking hell's
Here
going
we
on?
go.
It won't let me play it.
That's my car.
Right, so we just arrived at Knowlton Church.
have arrived.
Just had a few pints
Here we are.
before we got here
VW,
So let's have a look
authorise that dash.
at this ancient site. See what we got there. There we go. So there's a church there. Let's go and have a look. It's a
Hello. For the viewers,
sacred ground.
sorry about the confusion.
The
This one's
church
gonna come
must
first,
be,
and then
and,
we'll get back into the swing of things.
As I'm coming into it,
Yeah.
you can see it's built in the middle of some earthworks. Yes, look at that. Yeah, we shouldn't have had those couple of pints before we came, but yeah, but the site must be treated with the utmost respect. It's very ancient. It's an amazing place. So, but always respect old places like this. Don't do anything that might upset them. Let's have a look inside. The church here. Yes. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
I can see you've been drinking plenty of
start
water,
again.
Ian. Very good.
Yeah, we had a good few points that day. So that one should have come first. So we got there in the end.
Yeah.
Right. So we're back on track. So you've seen
That's-
that the first
That's
video. So anyway,
avoid this campsite or you might damage your van, your caravan. So what do you want?
yeah, quite true.
We ready for video
No,
4?
that's it.
are
So
we?
anyway, so no video number 3, but
Knowlton Church monolith.
the ones I sent you, but not yet. So okay, so that's what we got. So what we're going to do then? If we go over to Dom now, if he's there, if you can tell us a little bit more about the mysterious and haunted Knowlton Church.
I think we've passed the sober Dom point, haven't we?
Is he gone? Dom, are you there?
Oh, here.
All right, I'll do
Can you
it.
hear-
Oh,
It's
you
like, it's
so,
like
yeah.
a sound, isn't it? Dom, are you
Yeah,
there,
so if you
Dom?
tell us a bit more, if you can tell us a bit about the your bit about the church there, yeah.
Okay, so there you have a tour of the church and surrounding earthworks. It's truly a spectacular sight, full of history and mystery. Though we had yet to detect any supernatural presence using the compass, there was still time and much more to be investigated. So it was time to have a closer look at the site and see.
Does Dom cut
Yeah.
out for anyone else?
He's
Yeah.
gone.
Dom,
Is
are
he
you
gone?
there?
Okay,
It's a
see
Dom?
what we
spaceship.
can find.
He disappeared just then.
You're in and out again.
The spirits are calling
I could-
to him.
Oh shit! Can you hear?
I think you
Can
might
you
have
how?
to do. I think you might have to do Dom's bit, Ian.
You've got You've gone a bit Norman Collier on us, Dom. All right, I'll do it. Okay then. So,
Hey, that's a reference.
days
For
of
that's a reference for the Zoomers watching, isn't it? You got Norman and Collier.
yeah, exactly. They won't understand that. I know. It's difficult. Anyway, so in the days of pagan worship, it was said the site would have been. Hey, are you there? Breaking up, Dom.
Yeah,
You've gone. You're Norman Collied. You're going to have to reboot. In which time?
I'll
do
reboot
some more.
again.
Oh no, actually, you're there. Go on.
You're all right now.
Give it a go now.
Okay, I'm all right now. Okay,
I think so.
I need
Go
to
for it.
move the mic closer. I think.
Yeah.
So, though we get to detect supernatural presence using the compass, there was time and much more to be investigated. So it was time to have a closer look at the site and see what we could find. In the days of pagan worship, it is said the site would have been enclosed in a ring of standing stones, a bit like Stonehenge. Standing stones would have been held sacred for thousands of years, but upon the arrival of the Christians, the stones were broken up and used in the construction of the church, or else they were toppled and buried to demonstrate the superiority of the new faith over the old. In 2005, students on a dowsing course went to Knowlton Church and unearthed one such ancient stone. No doubt they detected some kind of ancient earth energy given off by the stone. So our next mission was to find the stone to see if we could detect any energies given off by the monolith. Let's see how we got on. So I'm guessing this is the clip that says...
Yep. Video number 3, which I send you, Kemi, if you could, please.
Video number 3. Hold on one sec. Let me sort this out.
On the email. On the email.
Image.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
On to the email. Is that
it's a
the
good place
monolith,
where
is it?
It is the monolith. Yeah, that's the one. Let's do the monolith. Woo!
Actually, I think I've already set this up.
That's a good place to view.
Knowlton Church monolith. Is that like the monolith from 2008?
Ah.
Days of pagan worship. It is said
2001, I mean.
that the site would have been enclosed in a ring of standing stones, a bit like Stonehenge. And the standing stones would have been held sacred for thousands of years. But upon arrival of the Christians, the stones were broken up and used in the construction of the church, or else they were toppled and buried to demonstrate the superiority of the new faith over the old. In 2005, students on a dowsing course at this site unearthed one such ancient stone, and we can actually see it now. We'll have a look now. Let's see. And there we go. That's one of the monoliths.
It's a weird old bit of rock, isn't it?
That was unearthed by dowsers
Looks like the Necronomicon.
in 2005.
Yeah, peculiar. Very peculiar.
Oh, look.
Actually buried. But it's interesting. Let's just see if there's any energies coming through from the monolith. I'm going to place the compass on top of the stone and see if there's any interference. No, still nothing. The needle's not moving.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Cool.
No.
Is it a bust?
No energies today. But anyway, there we have it. One of the standing stones recently discovered. It's all very strange in this location.
There we go. The
Odd.
monolith.
Very odd.
Very odd.
Yeah.
Esta é uma das
was.
mais
So no
antigas.
such luck.
Go on.
Starting another
Yeah,
video.
go on, Dom.
What was that?
Oh, I need to turn the autoplay off. Because it just keeps banging on to the next
Oh
one.
yeah,
well,
that's probably good.
Carry on, Dom, with your whilst he sorts the basic videos. I
Yeah.
think.
So anyway, we had no such luck detecting any presence from the stone, but it was good to find it, and there was still more time for some paranormal action. So anyway, numerous paranormal groups, including ours, visited the church over the years, all seeking to the iPhone, ultimately capturing a ghost on film. Some claim to have succeeded, and there are a number of reportedly show apparitions in and around the church. So what we're going to do now is have a look at some of these images and see what we think. And during our investigation, we visited the exact spot where some of these photos were taken to see if the presence was still there.
So do we have the photos reference?
We do, and I've sent
We
you an
do.
email, Hemi, with these photos on. So if you look at your photos email there, you can see the photos, and what we'll do,
There's
Dom's going to tell us a bit.
So
about
this
the
is the
first photo,
first.
and then,
My God, that's just a blob.
Yeah, I'll prompt you.
well, we've got to look at the evidence and make up our minds. So that's the one. Okay, go for it, Dom. Yes.
I'll give you a 2013. The Bournemouth end with the following headline: As family captured ghosts on film at Wimbledon's Knowlton Church. The article then went on to report the following: a family has captured what they believe to be a ghost on camera during a visit to one of Dorset's most notorious paranormal hotspots. Known for its ruined Norman Neolithic rings and pagan relics, Knowlton Church on the outskirts of Wimbledon is regarded as one of the most haunted places in Dorset. Corfe Mullin resident Stacey May caught what she described as a cloaked figure with a blue sheen on film during a late night visit on Saturday, July the 27th. She said, "We didn't see anything when we were there, or sense any chills or cold presence. It was only when we got back and looked at all our footage that we spotted it. In the video you can clearly see some blue light and a figure which drifts across the screen, getting bigger and bigger." So let's have a look at what she caught on camera and see what we think.
Yeah, so what do we think of that then?
It's a blob with a baby
Is that
head
a ghost
on it.
monk?
Is that what it is?
Eh? I can see a skeletal face and a cloak there, and maybe some
Dunno, it
kind of
looks like
claw.
It looks
As
like
well.
a baby's face to me.
Yeah, it looks like a
Either
baby.
Yeah,
that or a spunk stain maybe. But
It
knows?
looks like a goth.
Looks like a goth chick.
Goth dancing with his hot
In the
goth
corner
chick.
of a night.
Looks like a goth in a black
Anyway,
chicken
so-
suit.
frigid goth chick, it looks like, doesn't it?
A goth chick in a chicken suit.
It's
what
playing
it is, a
hard
black
to get.
chicken suit.
Staying hard to get, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very hard to get in a chicken suit.
Definitely, because that
Alright,
looks like a big.
Anyway,
Because down the
like
left-hand
mainstream
side
music.
of it, as we're looking, it looks like a big wing, doesn't it? So the the other bit looks like a big chicken. So it looks like a black chicken suit.
Could we be looking at the infamous Chicken Man of Dorset then?
Could be.
Giant chicken.
Chicken George. Was it Chicken George from Roots, was it?
Yeah. Dipping up my boots. Anyway, carry on, Dom. Let's get this.
As Stacey said, the video has not been edited in any way, just trimmed either side to shorten the video to where you can actually see the figure. Some people have said it looks like a cloaked figure holding a baby. Other people say it's a ghost with its head tilted. Other people say it's a goth girl in a chicken suit. This is
He's playing hard to get.
absolutely This has absolutely terrified me
Yeah.
because we only went there for a laugh and to do something a bit different.
You don't.
Well,
to
I
be fair,
told
you
the
don't get
goth girl
much
I
more
did
playing
like-
hard to get than wearing a chicken suit. I mean, there's no way you get into the. You're getting down to it in it with a bird with a chicken suit without some serious
Well,
there's some serious consent got to go on there to get that chicken suit off, isn't there?
I don't like.
Hang on.
I don't like Fields of the Nephilim, but I told you I did to try and get in her knickers. But
A bit like. Did you ever hear? Do you remember Temple of
suit.
Love? Do you remember Temple of Love by Sisters of Mercy with Ofra Hazar?
yeah.
Apparently, the only reason he
This
did
is
that
missing.
song was because he wanted to get off with Ofra Hazar, the
Did
Indian
he?
bird on it. I don't know. I don't know.
don't know.
All I know is that's
Oh,
that
me
part
neither.
of the story.
I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We just don't know. Anyway,
That was when I
Here's
used to
some-
listen to
here's
Simon Mayo,
something.
Mark Commode.
Mark Commode, who
Well, in
also
chicken,
cheers.
people
Go on then.
Go on,
Tales
carry on.
from the crapper.
I was just saying, Mark Commode shares his surname with a portable toilet, isn't it? Commode
Apparently, he
is a
hates
toilet.
being called Mark Commode, but he is like a pretentious.
Yeah, well, I would as well.
Because do you remember? Do you know the horror writer? What's his name? Kim Newman, is it?
Oh,
Apparently
I thought you were
he-
going to say Daft Merengue.
Apparently, Kim Newman likes to say that Exorcist 2 is the best Exorcist film because it really upsets Mark Commode.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me, yeah. He does fancy himself as a filmy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
back
alright.
on topic.
Yeah.
On topic,
Go for it.
are people in chicken suits, given that they wear feathers, are they accepted in the furry community?
I believe that would count as avian because it's not fur.
Yeah.
That is
But I
one
mean,
for
if they
anything.
have a chicken suit that's furry, then they would be accepted, wouldn't they?
Yeah, chicken.
Well,
chicken
you've got people that
would be a furry, wouldn't it?
you get people that dress up as lizards, and they're part of the furry community, but they're not called furries
They're called
because
scalies.
lizards
aren't
aren't furry.
They're called
Yeah.
scalies, aren't
They're
Yeah.
like a subsect.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or like,
Let's
or
not
like,
go
or
too
like
far into
that, or like the furry convention where they filled the bath up with litter and shit in it all week.
And all
It's,
dived in, head for scat.
It's
isn't
like the
Yeah, let's not go on a
You've got
yiffing
some-
tangent.
you've got the IRA, but then you have subsects like the real and provisional IRA.
And I can't believe it's
Yeah.
not the
Well,
IRA. Is that one of them?
Why wasn't there a surreal or unreal IRA?
The utterly butterly IRA.
Then the surreal IRA, they go around saying hat stand, wibble wibble, and things like that. Anyway, okay. On with the next ghost picture then, Dom, and we can
Yeah,
sort of get on.
soldiering
with
on.
this, and let's
Yeah.
plow through it.
On the-
and we'll
on the
get there, and then
So, on the 15th of August 2016, the Bournemouth Echo rang with the following headline, although, according to Ian's text, it's the Bournemouth Eck. But anyway.
yeah,
Bournemouth coming up.
Are
in
they
a rush.
ghosts? Yeah. Are there ghosts in the windows of Knowlton Church? A student from Bournemouth claims he has found proof of a ghostly presence, and which is said to be one of Dorset's most haunted spots. John Lovett, 19, paid a midnight visit with friends to Knowlton Church to investigate rumours of paranormal activity at the ruined medieval church, which is on the outskirts of Wimborne. While there, he took some video footage with his friends Brooke Sharp, Luke Matthews, and Matt DeClement as they walked around the historical site. Although he didn't detect any ghost-like goings-on whilst there, when Sean looked back at his footage, he was shocked to see what appeared to be two faces looking out of one of the church windows. He said,
I can barely see.
I scrolled back. He said, I scrolled back through the video, frame by frame, and there were a clear face of a man or a boy looking straight at us. That's my impression of Bobby Davro doing an impression.
I mean, to
Said to my
say
brother,
it's on the
"Oh,
outskirts of Wimborne is being very generous, isn't it? It's in the middle of fucking nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd say Gussage All Saints is better, and that's got a funnier name.
So I said to my brother, "Oh my God, you won't believe what I've just found." He was from Yorkshire, apparently.
I found a chuffing go.
We looked to the left, and it almost looked like a little girl with more detailed facial features looking out at window too. So let's have a look what was caught on camera and see what we think. So
Go to the next picture, number 5 there, Hemi. Let's have a look and see this ghost picture. Can we see a face peering out of the window? Well, we'll need to look at it now, and we'll have to decide. I can actually see something there. Whether it's a ghost, may not be a ghost, but I can see something.
Looks a bit
So
like
let's
a
have a
troll.
look and
Looks like
see
it's
what
got
we
a really,
got.
really
Look-
wide face.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks a bit like the
Now look at
jigsaw
that.
puppet, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You got
You
two
know what
eyes
that
and a nose
reminds
and a
me
mouth.
of? Have you ever seen
Yeah.
the twisted face on the Necronomicon?
Yeah.
Like this,
Oh,
the
hang on.
face stretched across the book. That's
Yeah.
what it reminds me of.
Well, there you go. Look at that. That's what.
Or
was
do
seen
you
and-
remember Puppet
well-
Master, Ian?
looking into the window.
It
don't
looks
remember.
a bit like the
I don't re-
Nazi. Okay, what's the one what's the one with the German helmet on? I think it
Goes
looks a bit
through
like
into
him.
thing with Dom's
Well, I imagine
microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine it's a helmet one, but imagine it's some kind of Nazi. But yeah, definitely, what is that? Could be a face. Maybe it's something else. We don't know.
Could be Cthulhu.
It could be. Go on to the next.
Anyway,
The next
Sean
thing.
concluded, I've heard stories about Knowlton Church, but this was so strange. My friends were sceptical and didn't believe in seeing anything, but now they believe, so there was some... So what did we while at church... So what did we see whilst we were at church?
I'm just going to put the picture up of the one I think it looks like. It's kind of a group puppet master shot, but I think is he called Blades?
Yeah.
I think he is, isn't he?
I've never heard of this, but yes, I can
You
imagine
never
where
seen the
you're
Puppet
coming from.
Master?
I haven't. No, I've had a very sheltered existence. I've never been exposed to mainstream things. But yeah, look, that's him.
It's not even it's not
Definitely him on
mainstream.
the,
I think it's more cult.
The one on
to
the...
be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's
there's
one
loads
on the
of
left.
them. Basically, some Nazi.
The one that looks like
during the
Beetlejuice.
war- During the war, has found a way to animate non-living things.
And shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at that. That was him at the window.
So you got
Dom.
the bloke with the little head. He's like a strong man because he's got a big body. The other one, he drills through people, and I can't remember what the other one does. And then there's one that pukes leeches. There's one that pukes leeches onto people.
That one. One on the
No.
one on the left looks like
Tragedy.
Michael Jackson just before he died.
Yeah.
So was this? Did this air before or after Wizardora then?
Probably before 1989.
Shut
The
up,
first
middle.
Puppet Master film was.
I'll tell you
89.
something that was really creepy, and it was targeted towards children. Is well, two things. One is Stop It and Tidy Up, which is incredibly disturbing. But the one I quite liked, although it was spooky, was Trapdoor.
Didn't that just shout at you? Didn't Stop It and Tidy Up just shout at you, didn't they?
Yeah, and Terry Wogan was the narrator, and my friend tried to get me to watch an episode, but I was like, no, this is horrible, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
I think Trapdoor was
Right,
the
and
first
if you're
time I'd seen the claymation thing, so that's why I loved it.
Work!
I think Morph was probably
Feed
the first
me!
generation. Here you go. Here's some more of the puppets from the Puppet Master. Hold on one sec.
Work! You better not interfere with that trapdoor!
Huh?
Don't open that trapdoor!
No, it's fucking saved it as an AVIF, which it won't show.
Oh,
They just
I
take
like it
fucking
when it does
AVIFs.
it. Oh, give me a GIF file, please.
No, you don't want that. You want an AVIF.
thing
That's
is-
what you want.
Yeah,
Or maybe
Aviv.
convert it and we can have a look. But
I think I
What we
met
did,
Aviv
though-
at the kebab shop.
Here we go. Here's some more
What
of the
we did,
puppets. So there's Six Gun,
We-
and the other one has a flamethrower. The one on the right, the one on the left. Trying to fight. There's a female one, and she pukes out leeches onto people.
Oh, kinky.
Yeah.
what we did though, we located the window of the Phantom
Yeah.
face.
So, and the
So what we can do,
video.
yeah, maybe if you go to video number 4 on your email, we can actually see we actually tried.
Oh, just as
to
one
see
more,
the
just
Phantom
as one
face.
more aside, I found the one where they're all labelled. So you got Pinhead, who's the one big little head, big body. Blade is the one
Makes sense.
that looks like that ghost.
Blade.
Tunneler is the one with the drill in his head when he drills through people. Torch is the flamethrower one. I don't know what Mephisto does because I've never seen him in a film. Six Gun, he's obviously got 6 guns. 6 shooter has got 6 guns. Cyclops, don't know. Leech Woman, she's the one that pukes leeches onto people.
Our mouse, yeah.
And Jester and Totem,
Jester.
I don't know what they do because I haven't seen them in a film. I've seen
Yeah,
a few
Jester's
of them, but I haven't
probably
seen
funny
all of them.
Okay.
And then
But
when
anyway,
they really
we
ran out of
located
steam,
the
they
win-
did
There's the
Puppet
pedo
Master versus
from Risk.
Demonic Toys.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so we can look at that video number 4. If we can just put that up. And what we did was actually go to the window. We located the window with a face looking out to see if we could see the face. So let's have a quick look and see if you can get that there.
So that's
doing that.
six,
number 4 on the email.
number 6 for you, isn't it? On your web,
I think it's probably
YouTube.
Perhaps. Yeah. So
That's the next one. The last one was number 5. So
What's the title of it?
Okay, let's look at
ghost
another.
photo location. Ian in his infinite.
Let's have a look,
named
yeah.
Both ghost photo location.
Photo that was taken here
okay, no, it's,
at Knowlton Church. Okay. On the 30th of October 2022,
Well, if
the
you
Dorset
if you
Echo
tilt your camera up
reported
again, Ian,
story
you'll
of a
notice
woman
that it could well have been just a
who
cloud
recently
formation.
visited Knowlton Church and taken some photos of the site. She didn't notice anything unusual at the time, but when she returned home and reviewed the photos taken, she noticed the presence of a mysterious hooded figure in one of the windows of
it's
the
actually the
church.
next one, isn't it?
So let's have a look at the photo then. Let's have a
It's
look
not.
at this
It's not a
photo.
hooded It's not a hooded figure. It's a.
There, look at that.
Well, that's a bit more.
Hooded figure. And we can see the shape of
You
the
do this in
window it
reverse.
is. This window in front of us.
Oh, that
Again, let's go for a closer look and see if there is any hooded figure there. I don't think there is. Nothing.
This is my hat.
I think we've come on the wrong day. The ghosts just aren't here today, so... But anyway, it's just good to see. Good to see where these things happened, so... That's the shot there. That's
That is
where
the
the
one
hooded
with the
figure
drill in
stood.
his head, where you-
Maybe the ghost of the Phantom Monk. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Well, it's actually the same window. So if you go through the next story, Dom, and we can actually look at the hooded figure, because so yeah, we're going to do that one then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next was 30th of October 2022. Echo ran with the following headline: Paranormal experts analyse ghost sighting at Knowlton Church. The article then: a woman believed to have caught evidence of ghostly activity at a historic church in Dorset. Cheryl, a Salisbury resident, has shared photographs from her visit to Knowlton Church, where she believes she saw a ghost. She has been exploring the church grounds on the morning of Friday, September the 30th, a visit that seemed entirely normal until she returned home. She said, "I took some photographs there because I like photography anyway, but I didn't see anything or didn't feel anything. I got home, I was looking through the photos and zoomed in, and there was when I noticed 2 images." Cheryl discovered that in two of the pictures she had taken at the church, she could see a dark figure lurking in an archway. So let's have a look at what she caught on camera.
Yeah, we've actually just seen that video. So just go on to the next. That was that one. So go on to the next one of the actual the
Knowlton
next one
Church
with
photo location number 7.
No,
I think so, but we won't play that yet because that's what we're going to review first and look at the
no,
images.
so yes, there's 2 photos. So there's a photo of the church with a little in the corner,
Yeah,
and a zoomed in photo of the window.
And we see that, but it doesn't matter. We see.
and then you want the next
Picture
seen that
7
one,
is
yeah.
what you want.
Yes,
This one.
Good. Yep.
That one, and then
Yeah.
the next picture. Yeah, so that's it zoomed out, and then 7 will be that in more detail.
Mark Lynch, Jessica Bell,
Yes.
Dracula, or is that something else?
Oh, that's later.
Okay.
So after viewing the photos taken by Cheryl, a member of the Dorset Paranormal Research Team suggested the sightings have a logical explanation and pointed toward pareidolia, the psychological phenomena that causes some people to see or hear a vague random image as something significant. Actually, that's wrong.
These are the sort of people that would say, "Oh, when you look at a face, that's just pareidolia." That is.
To be fair,
It's just
that is.
pareidolia is real. Have you not heard the people listening to Kamala Harris last night that claimed to have heard a real intelligent together woman who's going to win this election?
I hope
I
not.
believe that's called gaslighting.
I thought pareidolia
I think
was...
it's
Yeah.
pareidolia. They heard her nonsense, gibberish, hibbity jibbity squirrel words, and they thought that actually meant something to them.
Yeah.
Well, we've got
the
4
pareidolia
years
extends to
doing this
hearing as
already,
well.
So,
Well,
that's what I was thinking.
at least the Hillary could do. Well, Bill did a great speech about the predators, didn't he? Do you remember he did the speech about the predators that all need, I don't know, whatever he said judicially needed to
locking
happen to
up forever.
Yeah.
Well, as in Aliens versus Predator.
No, a different kind of predator.
No, this was after they released Predator 2, and he was really disappointed with it. It's like, look, it's no way near as good as the first film. Danny Glover is no Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think by listening to that speech, I think he kind of blamed what's his name, Danny Glover for it.
Yeah, Danny Glover had a lot to answer for that day.
And then he played the saxophone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And denied having sex with that woman.
Slick Willie. No, well,
Well,
the thing is, you just can't really define cheating. I mean, is a blowjob cheating? I mean, Bill don't think so, does he?
It's not gay if the balls don't touch.
He said he didn't have relations with that woman, was what he said, wasn't it?
Yeah, he didn't. And is her blowing him, having relations with her? I don't think so. That's her having relations with him, isn't it?
Look, if her mouth accidentally happens to fall on his penis to completion, is that gay?
It's not gay.
They
It's
have a
not
69
it's
there.
not cheating either, according to Slick Willie. Did you know that was his nickname?
It's not
Slick
gay,
thing
it's not clever.
I remember at the time I thought that was really weird. It was just like, hang on, this is the president. Why are you bringing up like his affairs in public? Like, I remember when he got like he was going purple with rage, and I was just like, yeah, what? This is weird. Why are they talking about?
Well, if
like,
the president of the
what
United States jizzed all over your dress, you'd wrap it in plastic and keep it in your wardrobe, wouldn't you?
It's going purple with arousal.
No. Yeah, it probably weren't rage of it.
Is that how like? I've never turned purple with arousal.
I bet you have.
I guess I'm just not a purple-blooded man like Hillary Clinton.
But what we can do with the presentation, then we'll skip the photos. Never mind that.
Bill Clinton.
Let's go
Bill
on
Clinton
to,
was a genius politician. He managed to get Arkansas from the 51st worst state at education. He got them all the way up to the dizzy heights of 50 in the he got them from 50 to 49 worst state at education. So you know, he was a winner.
Well, one of the reasons they score so poorly on it is they can't even pronounce their own state name of Arkansas.
Arkansas.
He won twice anyway, didn't he?
Arkansas. Yeah. As opposed to their
Does anyone
Kansas, which just gets
anyone
shortened
have
to
anything
Kansas.
to say on that image?
I think that's gone.
Not very good, is it? It's inconclusive. I think you're being really generous if you can make anything out of that image.
I can see something there, but it's.
I want to say it looks like a grey alien, but you don't get to see the signs of it.
Well, there is a video.
Should we go to video number 7? I mean, we can sort of finish.
It's like a grey alien with a K hat on.
It is, yeah.
Let's go to video number 7.
Yeah. So basically, I'll introduce this one. Okay.
I've started it
ages ago.
Seeing that in data, I know what that is.
We can see. Well, we need to see actually where the ghost photo was taken on this one, but obviously
this is the Dracula one.
We haven't. Yes. So if we can look at that photo, we can see the ghost. and then we can watch the video and see. But it's you can see there. If you pause the image, you can actually see a ghost above the woman's foot. What it is, there was a theatre production which was doing promotional photos in the church. When they produced their photos, the ghost girl appeared, and we can see there. And then what we did was visit the actual location where the ghost girl was to see if we could connect with the ghost girl. And the video is, if we play the video, we can see how we got on.
This is the picture they took. And it was taken in this spot here. So you can just match the two pictures up there.
Video, it's weird,
That's
like
exactly
it's
the spot with the window behind, and there's
cameras not being able to
actors
cope
there.
with the lighting,
Now,
isn't it?
if we look closely above the lady actor's foot, there is a mysterious mist. They say that's the form of a ghost girl in the church.
Or could be her feet are really
just
smelly.
hovering above her foot there. Very peculiar.
Definitely something there.
And the photo would have been taken at the base of the bell tower. So we can see the scene by scene comparison. Let's just take the photo there. Let's actually get there. You can see that's stood exactly the same place. The two actors there. And the ghost girl.
It felt
to the left
strange.
of that photo. So, so it was here where the ghost girl actually appeared. Would have been this spot here, and I'm actually going to stand there now. See if there's some kind of, would be this spot exactly. We're looking down at here. If I can just get the compass and see if there's any disturbances, any energies that would put the compass. No, nothing.
Compass.
Not getting much through the maybe the compass isn't very responsive to these things. I don't know. It's all I've got. So
I'm gonna bust.
But yeah, it feels very peculiar, very eerie. Actually stood here, and there's definitely, I can feel some otherworldly presence in this place. This I don't know. It can't be explained, but yeah.
It was peculiar
One day
there.
the truth
Very
will be known.
peculiar.
But until then, Knowlton Church is full of mystery.
There we go.
Yeah, so, okay, we can get on the home straight. So, the lanes.
Right, so we just arrived at Knowlton
Rounded.
Church. Just had a few pints
Shut up.
And then
before we got
that
here.
one again.
So let's have a look.
Yeah, not that one.
Ian's just got there again.
Yeah, well, he sort of doesn't.
When time
But
is
anyway,
a
the
loop.
lanes surrounding the site, the infamous Hound from Hell, Black Shuck, is said to roam. The centuries-old demonic dog is a mainstay of British folklore, and to have a sighting of the beast is said to be a forewarning of impending doom and death and a bad omen. We took it on ourselves to check out the lanes surrounding Knowlton Church and see if Black Shuck would make an appearance for us. Let's see how we got on. If we look at that video there, number 7, I sent you
So it's,
the email there, Hemi. We'll have a look at that one.
At this location, that the infamous Hound from Hell, Black Shuck, is said to roam. And if you have a sighting of Black Shuck, it is seen as a forewarning of impending death or doom and a bad omen. So, and it's in these lanes around the church where Black Shuck is said to roam. So, yeah. Now we can't see Black Shuck.
See some people
Sign
at
of
their
Black
camp.
Shuck today, but I can see that he was here earlier. He's left his
Is that Black Shuck that left that?
so there, so evidence that Black Shuck was here earlier. Yep. Black Shuck shit. Not very nice. There we go. Black Shuck. dirty dog.
That's shitting me up, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He shucked it.
dog shit. So he was there, dirty fucker. But yeah.
The evil spoor of Black Shuck.
Yeah.
So anyway, our persistence had started to pay off, as we found evidence of the legendary dirty dog Black Shuck. He was there. Our search continued as we headed to the north side, where the mysterious large yew tree stands, looking over the complex like an ancient guardian. Yew trees hold a
Oh, there's White
place
Shuck
of
again. Look,
importance.
White Shuck's haunting you.
I know. They're doing it.
Has
So
he
anyway,
just had
yew
a poo?
trees hold
Is that why
All
his
the
tail's up
shucks
like
are
that?
represented.
Yeah, probably. Waiting for some poor bastard to tread in it. But anyway, yew trees hold a place of importance to paganism as well as Christianity. Held sacred by Druids, the yew tree symbolizes longevity and mortality.
What, even Operation Yew
likewise-
Tree?
Exactly. That wasn't wasn't immortal for Paris, was it? Likewise for Celts with their many gods, and yew trees embody death and resurrection. Yew trees are important to both paganism and Christianity, and it's quite common for them.
I thought the
close-
yew tree symbolised the BBC having a lot to explain.
Yes, yeah, it did. Well, we'll see, won't we? The yew tree provides ceremonial space to those who visit the complex, and the yew tree has been decorated with tributes as mementos to loved ones, ribbons tied to branches, and other tokens providing hints to the more mystical. Our investigation took us to the yew tree. Let's see how we got on. Let's have a look at video number 8.
Let's have a look at the yew
Right,
tree.
so
shall
here we are.
There's White
Right.
Shuck
On
again.
the far
There you
side
go.
of the earthwork, opposite to where we entered the complex. And if we pan round, you can actually see a large yew tree. And if we look inside the yew tree, we can see a large quantity of ribbons and stuff. Here we go, look at that, see? And ceremonial gifts. Yeah, there. All that there. Let's have a look around. See what we got. Look here, there's a.
They do that at the Roll-Right Steins as well, don't
Blair Witch.
they? The Blair Witch is
Blair
there.
Witch one there.
Yeah,
Very
who put that there,
peculiar.
I wonder.
We've
They
got-
do that at the Roll-Right
Yeah.
Stones as well.
It's very strange.
Yeah, lots of
Julia.
up
So
there. And dog dirt bags.
very
Black Shuck is
peaceful
is
and enigmatic place I'm in
quite
here.
presence
So
around there.
many visitors seeking a spiritual experience come to Knowlton, and it is inevitably such an evocative place that there's tales of ghostly hauntings and visits by the devil. So yeah. But to continue with the parallels between paganism and Christianity, there are some wonderful examples of the iconic yew tree around the site. As we were stood here, very, very strange. The yew tree holds a place of importance to paganism as well as Christianity, and at what was once an entrance to the site, we have a clump of yew trees, and decorated as we can see there. So let's have a further look. You know, yew trees, they're held sacred by Druids, and they symbolise longevity and immortality. Likewise for the Celts, with their many gods. And the yew tree embodied death and resurrection. So let's see what we've got. We can have a look around this side and see what we have here. There. Okay, what's that? No, there's always someone.
Oh
For
my
God's
God!
sake. It must have been the monk. Must have been shagging. if we look, there's no need for that really, should there? And then we look here as well.
Prophylaxis.
Some skulls, animal skulls on the floor. No doubt. No doubt left by the monk. Must have ceremoniously sacrificed these animals. Here we go, look at that. Sausages.
One black eye.
Yes. Very strange place. The mystery of Knowlton Church deepens.
Yeah.
Will we ever know the truth?
Yeah, so we found some ectoplasm within the yew trees and also ectogism.
Yeah.
What have poltergeists got a need for prophylaxis for?
I'm at Rywater Nature Reserve in North Dorset.
I don't give a shit about National Meadows. Fuck off.
Oh, but it's National Meadows Day. You must pay attention.
Yeah, so we can tie this up shortly. So basically, yeah. So strange things were now happening, and the evidence was piling up. Signs of ectoplasm and some kind of sick black magic ritual have been taken.
You got also play on again.
I don't know what that is. Anyway, we had to find out the truth, and it was time again to try to make contact with the spirit. After having no luck with the basic compass as I'd been using around the complex, we decided to use a state-of-the-art spirit box and try to contact the undead.
Ooh.
We stationed ourselves within the church ruins and tuned in the spirit box into the frequencies of the unknown. So, Hemi, let's see how we got on.
Okay.
2VT.
So we've been at the
rolling.
church now for quite a while, and we've had a good look around. Seen no ghosts, but there's still time. So what we've done, we've stationed ourselves in the church, so hopefully the earth energies will come through us. And what we can do is use the spirit box. We got the spirit box here, so let's have a look. Yeah, let's see what we can pick up here. You hold that. Yeah.
It said, I think.
You think? Let's just see the spirit box there, yeah. Can you speak to us through the spirit box, please? Use the spirit box.
No.
Come on.
Mary loves dick.
Mary loves dick.
No. Monk, are you
paying too much for your car insurance? Woo.
Shall I put the football on?
Well, no cunt there at the moment, so maybe turn it up a bit, see what we think. So, anything there? Let me try, is it okay, yeah. That one. That's it. Maybe they. There's something, I caught something there. Yeah.
It's playing music.
It's a clever monk, isn't it? But, yeah, alright, well. Let's see what this. So, I think I did just hear something though. I heard something then. What's,
Yeah, what was that?
I heard something. The fuck? Oi! Is that fucking monk cunt?
Is he gone? Oh, he disappeared.
Definitely something funny going on. Hello? Is there somebody there? I can assure you that this isn't in the least bit amusing.
Is that,
I shall
is that
report
an American Werewolf in London reference there, Ian?
Things just get more peculiar in this place.
It is, yeah. And it was very strange. But it wasn't in the least bit amusing. I'm not sure what happened there. So, strange things were happening. We
So
started
I'm currently in
to...
Bournemouth, walking along the high street, and then I come.
He's seen the Christmas decoration.
What's this bullshit? I don't know. Have you got autoplay on? Anyway, so our
I
luck
keep
had
turning
changed.
it off.
Our luck had changed.
If you watch the stream
Oh,
back,
well,
you'll
it's-
see
well,
me keep
obviously-
turning autoplay off and it keeps ignoring me.
Well, I think it's broken, isn't it? Anyway,
It's the
where we
phantom
are,
monk.
we
It's
got-
the
here we go.
fucking
Yes,
monk.
that's the
You're
next.
messing with forces you can't even begin to understand, Ian.
Yeah, well, it depends, doesn't it? So basically, our luck had changed, and good things come to those who wait, and strange things were now happening. Time has come to up the ante and use the Ouija board, the ultimate tool. We stationed ourselves on a sacred stone inside the church and focused all of our psychic energy on the board in an attempt to contact the monk. Dom were there. Yay.
Dom's coming through.
So basically, let's see how we got on. I know. He needs it on the reboot board. Let's see how we got on the Ouija board.
Let's have a look at the Ouija
Right,
board.
See what
okay.
happens. Run BT.
We've not
So
succeeded
that spirit box was there,
in
then
contacting
Dom.
Yeah.
the monk via the compass.
Dom's coming through.
We
on
did
the
have
spirit
success
box.
with the spirit box, so now we're going to try the Ouija board. So we're going to focus our energies on the board. Both me and Dom have our energies going through us,
Hasn't Dom got lovely
and
hands?
hopefully we can speak to the monk through the Ouija board. So I'm going to the middle there. Okay.
You can tell those hands. never
Monk,
seen a
are you
hard
there?
day's work.
Are you there?
Got a healthy palate to them.
How long have you been here?
Dom's hands are
Not.
softer than Annette Newman's.
What is your favourite colour?
My very
Are you a pagan? Or a Christian? We are here to help you. What are you trying to gain by doing all this? It's not big and it's not clever. Haven't you got anything better to
You
do?
could have replaced the video with just a still image.
Don't you think it's about time you sorted your life out?
Stop saying around church.
Why
Well,
are you
hang on,
a
it's
donkey in the
deceased.
yew tree?
Sort your death out is what you should have said, Ian.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you need to sort
now
out your
we've fucking done it.
afterlife.
Fuck you!
There we go. See, messing around with forces you couldn't quite understand,
Oh.
weren't you, Ian?
Well, that shit me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we weren't expecting an encounter with the Phantom Monk, so we got the fuck out of there when we didn't go back. We split. So basically, there you go. That's our investigation.
So are we doing Drac? Have we
What the
spoken about
viewers have to
Dracula, or is
remember-
that it?
Yeah, but that we lost that one, didn't we? That one, we can look at Dracula if you want to, but we can have a look at that one, yeah. But what we'll do is just finish up there. We'll go back to Dracula. But what viewers have to remember is that me and Dom are experts in the field of the supernatural activity, and we know what we're doing.
You two are like
For the people at home, in a way, we are. We're a modern day non-cartoon Scooby-Doo who drink a lot. But
Yeah.
the people
Don't
at home,
mess with
I wouldn't
Ouija
advise.
boards if
You know, I wouldn't advise fucking about with Ouija boards and shit like that. So don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
To end on,
Think it missed.
what? To end on, though, I have to say the Knowlton Church and Earthworks is a unique
Dom's-
and fascinating site.
Is, that,
That offers a
is this
glimpse
one of those
into
things
the
where we
past.
find out that Dom died years ago and he's just coming through on the spirit box?
Possibly. But Knowlton Church offers a fascinating insight.
But
And
then
if you
who
put
was with Ian this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Skooks.
spooky.
Exactly. Anyway.
What
the
if
national-
Dom died in the M6 crash? He saw a bright light and vanished.
Yeah.
do, but yeah, finish up on this one. So anyway, Knowlton Church is a place where the history and mystery collide, and where the secrets of the ages are waiting to be discovered. The end. You can play Dracula now if you want, but
As,
that's pretty much.
I ain't going to play it. I'll just
On our
put the still- I'll just
investigation.
put
So,
the
yeah,
still
it's
up.
pretty
So
good.
what's this? Some stage
Oh, yeah.
pro
But can
stage
you-
show then, is it?
You see the ghost girl? Can you see the It was. Can you see the ghost girl there above the woman's foot?
It can kind of, but there's a lot of other effects on there,
Yeah.
isn't there? So
Could
it's
be
probably just part
pareidolia.
of that.
Could be pareidolia. We don't know, but yeah, part of the stuff going on could be like the ghost boy in Three Men and a Baby, which only.
Actually, it don't
made
really
people
look like a
see the
ghost
film.
girl to me. It looks like a ghost version of. Do you remember the spy from Star Wars: A New Hope? The one with the long trunk thing.
Yeah. Funko. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our supernatural investigation for this year anyway, so that's pretty
Yeah.
good. I'm glad we
Shit,
finished
yeah,
in the
that
end.
did.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Tom,
are you there?
We did do. We got.
Are you there, Dom?
Are you there, Dom? We're telling him.
I am here.
The Dom.
Can you
about
fucking hear me?
Call out to
You want to tell
us.
him about Herman the German?
Speak,
What about
Dom.
Herman the German then? When we came back pissed. We came back pissed to the campsite, and the German guy turned up practically naked to tell us off.
Did he put a beach towel
Okay.
down somewhere?
Can you actually hear me now properly?
We can,
Yes.
I can, yes.
Okay, I think it's
Would
because
you like
I
to
had
tell
the.
tale?
I think it's when I put the YouTube channel on. I don't know. It's
zapped you into it.
because I've got an
I
old
don't know.
Chromebook. Because I've got it's planned obsolescence thing on the Chromebook, and I can't update it anymore. Anyway, yeah, that we were back at the campsite late at night. Sat around a table, and we were all chatting. And
Not that low.
yeah, we'd
Did the
been to
German
the
bloke
pub
come
since
say,
2 p.m.
What are you doing? I'm trying to shit on my wife. What are you doing?
Back in a minute.
Well, not quite. He did it more visually. It's basically I was on this this deck chair, so it's very kind of low to the ground, and this presence came to us from the left, and I heard this voice coming. It's like, "Oh, come on, guys! It's after 10 p.m. You should shut up now," or something like that. And I just
10
turned
PM?
around.
It made him
Yeah,
the
after
police.
10 p.m. Yeah,
Yes,
10
we
p.m.
for 2, and now I'm declaring 10 p.m. curfew. You're full.
And I turned round and remember I said I was on this very low chair.
Did you say to him,
I
"Two
was in
Suda"?
I didn't say a thing because I turned round and all I could see in front of me, because I was in line with his groin, and all I could see was this pair of black pants, see-through black pants,
And his
this
Bratwurst was right in your face, wasn't it?
this bloody helmet right in my face, and I was just shocked. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then he came over, and so I was just stunned into silence. And instead of Ian, and I thought Ian might have said, "Oh no, all right, mate, we'll turn it down, no worries." But he was like, "You come over here, you bloody." Yeah, we had another friend with us as well, and at the time, and he said, "You come over here, and I should report you for flashing us," and started tearing into him basically, and
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, all that
Fuck
until
that
this guy
crime.
fucked up, and I'd
But
bought this old.
if you're gonna tell,
Basically,
Sorry.
I'd brought this old German helmet with me. I thought, maybe we could use that as a prop. Ian was like, "Right, I'm
brought
gonna."
his with him, didn't he?
He brought his with him, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, where's that helmet? I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to walk around there, goose stepping around." and the other guy that was with us was like, just saying to him, "No, Ian, calm down, don't do it." I just couldn't do anything. I was just in absolute fits of hysterics. I just could not stop.
what I did was,
Why did you take a German World War II German helmet with you to a ghost investigation?
I don't know. I hadn't done the research. I thought
you never know
a
when a German guy in his underwear is going to.
He might have dropped his bomb. He might have flew his plane into the church or something. I'll take a load of
I
props
could have
around.
ended up in front of a firing squad, couldn't I? He was going to put me in a gulag. But
It was like
yeah.
Skate.
So what
I
I
bet you felt
did
like
was
Steve
he turned up.
McQueen, didn't you? Did you just sit there bouncing your tennis ball? Did you? Is that what you did, Ian? Played it cool.
Yeah. The thing is, if you're going to have a go at someone, put some trousers on first. If you turn up in your pants and start bollocking people,
you can't really be in a place of giving someone a bollock, handing out. You can't be handing out bollockings with your wanger out, can you?
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't like
they weren't It wasn't.
They were like,
shorts, was it? It was like the small.
Budgie
which showed, they were budgie smugglers,
it was like,
weren't they? Which showed, you know, you could see.
No, they were like briefs.
Yeah,
they were
really
briefs, but the material, you know, you get like the black women's stockings.
They were a bit
totally see-through. The material was like that. Yeah.
You could see his helmet through it. Yeah, and his, you know, good.
He brought his World War II helmet with him, did
he? Yeah, he had his Gatling gun. I can tell you.
I think his complaint was a veiled invitation.
He had his potato masher grenade on display, didn't he?
Potato masher grenade on display. His weapon of mass destruction.
This is who lines it.
Wasn't it a stick grenade?
He got his weapon. Yeah.
His trouser.
He showed us he dropped his doodle bug on us, didn't he?
Oh dear.
Dirty bastard, you know. Well, you know, it's true though. We weren't making that much noise, were we?
Germans are fucking weird.
It's like
10
but it's not even that. We've had this before.
Yeah.
What you're trying to tell me is that your Ouija board summoned a naked German.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds rather Fortean.
Unintended consequences, Ian. That's what that was.
Yeah.
But I think, as I said, though, I think this year...
you miss with the Ouija board. I'm going to tell Fraser that when he gets here. He'll be like, wow, you know.
Is he not there? I thought
No, he's got the Npox.
Oh, right. I think, though, this, as I said, this in the new year, 2025, we'll have a hotel holiday this year because I'm not in the best of health. And I think physically, I pushed myself on this last holiday, which was good in a way, but when I got back, it didn't feel good, and I shouldn't have really. But it's good to get out there. And as I said,
there's some decent B&Bs out there. Should find somewhere with a breakfast. Well, the other thing that's good about it is you get the breakfast laid on when you step out.
I do like. Yeah, well, we had a good breakfast, didn't we? Actually, we found a good pub with breakfast. But yeah, so it's good stuff, all good stuff. But paranormal investigations are the way forward. Can move on to some other article. One thing I will say though is my next investigation. I've located the house of the daughter of Jeff Talking Mongoose, and I shall be paying that a visit. Hopefully very soon.
Well, hopefully it goes as well as when you went to Steve Fenton's house.
Well, so yeah.
That's what, Gloucestershire, isn't it?
It is. She's dead, but I found her house, so
is that
good.
Is that Wari? Is that Wari in it?
Yeah, it's Wari. I found because obviously she was 14 when she was living in the Isle of Man with Jeff Talking Mongoose. Her parents died not long after, but obviously she had a life after the event.
I still haven't got round to watching Nandor Fodor. Is it good? Good, is it?
It's relevant for people like us. It's relevant. I would say, you know, we like fringe things. We like Jeff the Talking Mongoose, so we understand it. I think for a general, you know, it's Simon Pegg. There's some,
Hobbit doesn't.
Whatever.
If it's spelled Geff, it's pronounced Geff.
There's some quite big names in it. It's what's his face? Simon Pegg's in it. There's some other big actors in it. As someone coming from the outside, you probably think, well, what was that about? We understand it. The film it's not accurate, but it's just good to see something in 2024 which relates to such a, as I said, such a fringe subject which only people like us like.
Still around, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the fact that it creeps into sort of this kind of thing. You know, something from an obscure, stupid story from the 1930s, which is what we like. Not many other people do.
I haven't watched.
You've got
There's a
big
Borley
film.
Rectory film from a few years ago. Have you watched that?
But it's quite a few, isn't it? It's a shit. I saw a shit one actually, not that long ago. There's a few, but you know the documentaries are better. The thing with the Talking Mongoose film, though, I thought it was quite good. Though I did actually think it was quite good, and I think
The
for us,
2017 one. Do you see? Is that the one you saw, Ian?
I'm not sure. I think it was on
got,
Netflix, and I think
Reece
it was
Shearsmith in it from League of Gentlemen.
really.
Inside
Yeah.
number 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
speaking
was
of
a
which,
lower budget. It was a lower
Fortean.
budget film.
Mm.
Well,
Inside
I
number
saw
9.
the Alien film the other week. Have you seen that one?
Oh, Romulus.
The
That's
new
supposed
one?
to be quite good.
It's all right. I'm not really a big sci-fi person myself, but you know, myself and my partner had a day off. We thought, yeah, we're going to watch this.
No,
Go to the
It
cinema.
was. I heard
It
it
was
was a
alright.
bit too. It was a bit too. What's the comedian's name? Peter.
Rosie Jones. Rosie Jones.
No. You know. Remember this. Remember when she
Peter
said
Kay.
back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so it's
Yeah,
number
Pete,
remember.
one.
Yeah.
Remember when she said, "Get back, you bitch," and all this lot. You know, and it was doing all that.
So there's just a lot of member berries in the film.
Remember
Yeah.
when?
Yeah,
Do you
basically.
remember
Yeah.
Alien? Do you remember Alien? Do you remember it?
Oh, I remember when. Oh, do you remember Chewbacca? Yeah. Do you remember Critters? Oh, I remember
things we
Critters.
used to do in the 1970s.
I am
Remember
actually.
Facehuggers?
I'm
Here's
quite looking
80
forward to
of
the
them.
new. I'm quite looking forward to the new Penguin series that's going to be on Sky soon.
Huh?
It's got yeah.
Is
Did
that a
you
Batman
see?
thing?
Did you see the Robert Pattinson Batman?
No, I'm not really
No.
Batman myself.
Oh right,
Um,
with the Penguin.
Salem's
Colin
Lot,
Farrell.
there's a Salem's
Colin
Lot.
Farrell plays the Penguin, and he's in like a fat suit and that. But yeah, he's quite good. I'm quite looking forward to that. That's out soon.
There's a Salem's Lot coming out, isn't there?
Oh, is there another one? What's that?
right?
Number 4.
Salem-
Is that the fourth go round?
There's a new one coming.
Because there was David Soul.
I'm not sure,
then
but-
there was Rob.
That was the
What's
original one, David Scott.
What's his name? Who did the remake? Rob. What's his name?
Zombie. Rob Zombie?
No,
I don't know. There was a
the guy,
remake.
the guy that used to be in the Brat Pack. He used to be one of those type.
I'm not sure.
You know, in the
Radio
Trump
Extra.
debate,
Yeah.
you know what Donald Trump should have said? I'm going to put a stop to sequels and reboots. I'm going to get Hollywood to put original stuff out. Stop fiddling kiddies.
And he's going to stop immigrants eating pets.
Harvey Weinstein's going back to jail. He's going to go to the best jail, the biggest jail.
Harvey
He's
Weinstein
going to
should
go
come.
there. He's going to.
Harvey Weinstein should come to the UK, be let out, wouldn't he?
Best jail in the
Well, he
world. It's got a big wall around it.
He can do what Roman Polanski did, didn't he? He can afford to live in Switzerland. They'll have him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, it should
Rob
be good.
Lowe. Rob Lowe
What
was in
happened-
one. 2004. Rob Lowe did a Salem's Lot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was one in 2004.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though. I was hoping the new one would be in the cinema for Halloween, but I don't know. I think it might just be on Max. Is that some kind of Netflix thing?
Max,
Is
but
that
you
right?
can only get that in
I
America.
don't know.
Usually Sky.
Whatever.
Usually Sky
Is it?
get the
I know.
Max
Well,
stuff.
I don't know. But okay. So, Team, it's September. You know what's coming next month, don't you?
October.
No.
What happens in
What's-
October?
Fireworks.
Halloween.
On the way, that's November.
No, try again. And Hobbit.
Halloween.
The Halloween Spooktacular, isn't it? So let's get research in before then, because I think what is it? It's the 12th of September.
Are there any haunted
think
cinemas that are still showing stuff?
Well, I'm sure there will be if you look, but
Yeah.
I think
So
so.
we go to a haunted cinema, see a Halloween film, and then stay there at night.
if they allow that, yeah. Good try.
Right.
We'll just load down. when they come and check, we'll lie down on the floor under the seats so they don't see us, and we'll stay in like Ali Law style. And film
we'll be stuck to the floor by the popcorn. That shit's stronger than Gorilla Glue.
So horror films coming out. Beetlejuice. You interested in that one?
Yeah, fuck that bollocks.
That's another Memberberry one.
Yeah,
I give that.
Speak no evil with James McAvoy. It's a family gets invited to spend a whole weekend in a lonely home in the countryside, but as the weekend progresses, they soon realise that the family invited them has a dark side laying inside them.
I'll give that load of cunt wank a miss, I think.
Apartment 7A, which is a prequel to Rosemary's Baby.
Has there been anyone new that's decent at horror? Since fucking The Thing and who was that? That was John Carpenter or David Cronenberg or people like that. There is no new sensation.
What's that?
Actually,
who's the guy that did
Cronenberg
Hereditary? He's quite good.
So David Cronenberg did a new film. I think it's called Sins of the Father or something like that.
What about his son's making films now, isn't he? Cronenberg.
It was so disgusting. Multiple people left out of the cans.
And he's making beer as well, isn't he?
That's good. I mean, just because his son's doing it.
That was pretty vile.
Yeah,
he's making beer that gives you a nasty hangover, isn't he?
Yeah.
I walked out of Jeepers Creepers because it was fucking shit.
Smile 2's coming out. Have you seen Smile? I thought it was a bit overrated. Nope. I didn't really think it was that good. I thought it was an okay horror film, but not a great one. It's basically someone murders himself in front of somebody, and then they get followed around by the demon or so. It just reminded me a bit too much of have you ever seen It Follows? Where the girl gets a sexually transmitted demon. Remember you seen that film?
Sounds like more of a porno than a horror film.
Basically It Follows is about a demon that's spread through casual sex. It's weird.
We weren't looking at.
That reminds me of. Have you seen Teeth?
No.
Where the woman has a case of vagina dentata.
I've seen Pussy. Well, I haven't seen Pussy Talk. I've heard of Pussy Talk. That was like one of the. But anyway, whatever.
The front room is the story of a newly pregnant couple who were forced to take an alien estranged stepmother.
I'm sure it's not called The Front Bottom.
Asriel, in a world where no one speaks, a devout female-led community hunts down a young woman who's escaped imprisonment. Recaptured, Asriel is due to be sacrificed to an ancient evil in the wilderness, but fights for a Rome. Blah blah blah.
Who is Asriel demon
I refuse to believe there's a devout female-led community that nobody speaks. I don't really believe that.
That should get tongues wagging, shouldn't it?
Sounds like
there's a new Terrifier film. Have you seen any of the Terrifiers with Art the Clown?
No, Terrifier.
But wasn't Asriel one of the devils of the seven rings of hell or whatever? How many rings of hell?
Some of these are sequels and remakes. It's like Salem's Lot, Nosferatu.
That looks good. That's in the new year, isn't it? Though? Nosferatu.
Willem Dafoe's pretty creepy. Oh, is it Bill Skarsgård who's playing the vampire?
Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård's playing.
Isn't Salem's Lot out for Halloween? But I'm not sure it's in cinemas though.
Salem's Lot. All it says is expected on Max. So it's going straight to.
What the fuck's Max then? What's
Max is HBO Max. It's an American TV thing.
We don't get it
I don't know
in view
about
cinema.
Willem Dafoe. His scenery chewing can be a bit much. It works in certain films. He was a great Green Goblin. He was great in Platoon, but certain films, like in Speed 2, no.
What else? There's a horror film called Oddity coming out, which is a psychic medium attempts to uncover the truth behind her sister's murder at the site of the crime.
It's all right.
So right, another Quiet Place film. I haven't watched any of those yet.
But
Yeah, well,
I think
the thing with
though,
Quiet Place, there's plot holes, and you know, once you've seen a video that points out all the plot holes, you're like, yeah, I'm not going to watch that film now. Because obviously every film has plot holes, but ones that try and be realistic, you know, I don't know.
There's a film called Maxine coming out with 3 X's, and that's to do with. You ever seen a film called X?
is that about Ian Huntley's girlfriend?
No, Maxine is some sort of prequel to X. So in X, it's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, only it's a horny granny that goes around murdering everyone.
With a chainsaw?
No, just goes around murdering people with stabbing them, I think.
With knitting needles.
Yeah.
So it's not like Texas Chainsaw Massacre then.
It's that kind of thing, you know, out in the middle of nowhere with a weirdo.
Yeah, right. Hillbillies and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems all right.
There's a film called Long, but this is a prequel, so this is when one of the cast is trying to be an actress before she becomes a porno. So, what else?
I'd like to see,
Long Legs.
Long remake of.
I've heard a lot of good things about Long Legs. So, in the pursuit of a serial killer, an FBI agent uncovers a series of occult clues that she must solve to end this terrifying spree. So that's Nicolas Cage is in that one.
It was like a ball.
Is there any good like Skinwalker / Wendigo ones? Because I think there was like a PlayStation game, Until Dawn. That was quite a good one. Like as a kind of playable movie. They should do more of that kind of shit.
Yeah, there's that. Was it Horns or something? Was that come out recently? What's it called? Where the kid grows antlers. I can't remember what it's called though.
Interdimensional Lizard says all cinemas are haunted these days because they're all abandoned.
Yeah. There's a film here called Starve Acre, which is coming out. That's idyllic rural family life for a couple who's thrown into turmoil when their son starts acting out of character. That's got Matt Smith and that bird out of Lord of the Rings, the TV series.
What, Doctor Who, Matt Smith?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, well, you know, we can go and see what we see. The thing is, though,
have you seen the new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film?
I've not seen the new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film. No, is that good?
No, I don't know.
Lost my patience.
It's M. Night Shyamalan, so it's probably not very good. You'll get to the end and go, duh. Like you always do when you watch his
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. No, I've not. No, that's not.
Have you not seen his worst one was? I think his worst. What, in your opinion, is his worst film? My opinion, it's the one. It's the one with Marky Mark where people kill themselves, and the way they kill themselves is ridiculous.
Yeah. Where Marky Mark says, "What? No!"
Yeah.
yeah. Whereas basically the plants are causing everyone to die.
The plants are making everybody instantly commit suicide, and they're not really instantly committing suicide. They're creating like massive Rube Goldberg death traps for themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
Before they
die. But apart from the heroes who somehow have unexplained plot armor.
The bit right at the end, I'm going to spoil you because it's a shit film. The bit at the end where they all run out into the field because they think they've got no choice but it stopped. That's fucking stupid.
Oh, the plants were like, oh, we've had enough now. We've killed enough of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like someone who fixated on the Chekhov's gun concept, and he's just gone all in on that, even if it doesn't relate to the plot, and then kind of weaved it into the plot. Even it's just so jarring.
How about Scream number 7? Is everybody looking forward to that one?
Well, with the mask thing, with the big eyes, whatever it is. Is that one?
No, Scream's
big
Ghostface.
Yeah, Ghostface. I'm on about.
Yeah, a scary movie.
I did see a video. on the guy who was who inspired the original Scream film.
That's the Gaines. Is that the Gainsborough, the Gainesville massacre? Isn't it? I think is the original.
Yeah, he killed a bunch of students. Basically, he basically he picked on women, and if there was 2 of them, he'd kill one, and then he'd play with the other one and then kill her, or if there was 2 people, he'd just kill the first one and then play with the other one and then kill them, and then he'd pose them on the edge of the bed and in suggestive poses, and yeah.
So he wasn't a film nerd then. We've got Imaginary. A woman returns to her childhood home to discover her imaginary friend she left behind is very real and unhappy that she abandoned him. This will be right up your street here. Immaculate. So that's Cecilia, a woman of devout faith, is warmly welcomed to a picture-perfect Italian countryside where she's offered a new role at an illustrious convent. But it comes to be clear to Cecilia that her new home harbours dark and horrifying blah, blah, blah. That'd be right up your street, right? Nuns. You like a bit of nuns, don't you?
It would be. I like nuns, yeah. Where's the soap? Yeah. All that.
Late Night with the Devil.
Has anyone seen that?
That's supposed to be quite good, isn't it?
What, Nuns on the Run?
No, Late Night with the Devil.
All right, I've not seen that one.
Doesn't sound good. I mean,
that's basically live television broadcast in 1977 goes horribly wrong, unleashing evil into the nation's living rooms. That one looks quite good.
Yeah, I saw. Actually, I did want to see that, but I missed it. I think I may have been sick when it was out. There's a couple of films I wanted to see this year, but obviously I've only got this year's only been a quarter of the year for me. This year's only just started for me, so that is the film I wanted to see. But yeah,
the First Omen, which is an Omen prequel, which leads up to Damien's birth.
I saw that. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I recommend that. I mean, have you seen it?
Oh, you've actually seen it?
You have?
No,
I haven't seen it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I recommend it. Yeah, it's good.
Arcadian. It's got Nicolas Cage in it. I think that's all.
It's the Omen before. It's basically set before.
Does it lead up to his birth? That's what it looks like.
It's the film before that, and it ends. Yeah. It ends with the devil people looking at the file, and Gregory Peck is in there with his photo saying, "Right, this is the person we're gonna dump the child on." So but so basically, it's the story leading up to that, with the hospital burns down, and Gregory Peck ends up with Damien. So I thought it was pretty good. I recommend it.
I'd like to see. I'd like to see a proper simulation theory film. Like The Matrix was a kind of action, sci-fi, fantasy kind of simulation theory, and then you had the one with Ryan Reynolds comedy, where he's an NPC in a game. I'd like to see a proper horror type.
My favourite one. Have you seen Franklin? Have you seen Franklin? That's hilarious. That one is.
No.
That's. Do you want me to spoil? Shall I spoil it or not?
Yeah, go on.
Right. Okay then. So imagine you've got the Matrix, only the guy's flicking between normal life and the Matrix all the time, and he goes through it, and then it turns out at the end he's just a nutter who's trying to kill his dad. It's quite
in fact,
funny.
I've heard like there's been a study that people don't want to be spoiled, but people, once they've been spoiled by a film, they are more excited because they're kind of more anticipating what's coming up. Whereas if they're not spoiled and they don't have a clue what's going on, excuse me, then it's like
Well, I think one example.
Well, I
One
think
example
when
of that was.
I think when you see what works at the cinema and what doesn't, it's kind of people want to watch shit they've already seen before, don't they?
Yeah, but
because
I mean,
when you have films,
you want
that are genuinely different, people can't stand it. It drives them nuts. They want to see the same old shit they've seen before 15 times, don't they?
Because they're just not used to it these days.
One of the examples, agreeing with Dom there, was I've never seen Ice Cold in Alex before, but I'd seen the end scene because that was done in the Carlsberg advert. And then, having watched the film, I was like, I know what was coming up, and it was pretty much alluded to at the beginning of the film. But still, the adventure and the journey they had to get to that point, it was worthwhile.
Yeah, because it's about like the journey, not the destination, isn't it? Yeah, it's about the journey, not the destination. So it's how do they connect these dots?
I would always rather watch a film with a really decent concept that fails than watch just like the same old shit. That's why I really didn't like the second half of Event Horizon, but it tried to do big things, so I appreciated it a lot more. I personally thought it got a bit shit when Sam Neill started going around bumping everybody off. I thought it was a lot more interesting before that happened.
Yeah, Event Horizon was just like, okay, now it's just Hellraiser in space, you know. And at first, it was great, and then but apparently there was loads. They had to cut shitloads out because it was too gory for audiences, and it would have been a completely different experience. And because they had to make so many cuts, a lot of it didn't make any sense, so it didn't track properly. So you didn't get that whole kind of mood throughout the film. So a part of it was just production bullshit.
Yeah. Apparently there was because I think Event Horizon was a film that appeared at just slightly the wrong time. If it had happened like a couple of years if it happened a couple of years later, you'd probably be able to watch it. But apparently there's like a 3-hour cut of the film that makes a lot of sense, a lot more sense, is a lot more gory, and is actually a better film.
They lost it.
Yeah, basically was.
Demons got rid of it.
I think
I thought
watch it, wouldn't they?
I thought firstly it's kind of Hellraiser in space, which Hellraiser did with Hellraiser 4.
Yeah.
And secondly, Sam Neill's character was exactly his character from In the Mouth of Madness. So there was too many similarities.
Oh right, yeah.
And also was he Omen 4 as well, the same character? Because he was Damien in Omen 4.
In Omen 4?
Yeah, Omen 3. He was Damien in Omen 3.
Was it Omen 3, was it? Yeah, he was grown up Damon, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the first film I saw Sam Neill in. So whenever I see Sam Neill, I'm like, oh, it's Damien. That's what I think.
Didn't you see him in the Sullivan? Did you not see him in the Sullivans before then? The Australian.
I may have seen him in it, but I don't remember him in it. Like the most memorable role is obviously Damien.
I used to come home from school at lunchtime.
Dinner time, weren't it?
My lunch. Yeah, and the Sullivans would be on, and you would watch that, and Sam Neill was in it. And then a few years later,
the first film I've seen Sam Neill in was Jurassic Park, but I didn't like that film, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, a bit later.
I vaguely remember the Sullivans from. Must have been about 5, but I just I just remember staring at the screen and turning over.
You'd have Rainbow. You'd have Rainbow and the Sullivans on it.
Was it a country? Wasn't it a country practice as well? Was another one of those?
I think that was a little bit later. I think it was probably a bit.
What was that other Australian one about the family? Sons and Daughters. Do you remember that one?
I was going to say
Yeah.
round the 20.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever?
Australia was
Weren't Jim
fucking
Dale
country.
Weren't Jim Dale in Sons and Daughters?
Strange things happen.
Now, you're thinking of Carry On Doctor.
No, not Alan
the
Dale.
Sullivans,
Not Alan
you
Dale, Jim Dale from Neighbours.
Jim Dale was Carry On Doctor, wasn't it? He was to be in the Carry On films. He's still alive.
Is Scream
as well. I think
7
he's-
going to be called Carry On Screaming?
No, that was.
Oh God!
That was a good.
Don't!
that was,
Don't! You've just made me have flashbacks to Carry On Columbus. That was fucking terrible.
Jim Dale was in that one.
Yeah, that was fucking awful, weren't it? It was terrible.
I'll level
They
you
put-
with you.
they
I've
put-
never enjoyed a Carry On film.
Yeah, you.
I was just
Watch-
thought they were
watch
like,
Ca-
Watch Carry On Columbus. You'll never enjoy. That's one you definitely will never enjoy. Imagine a
I don't
Carry
know
On
what?
film, but none of the stuff that makes it a good Carry On film.
well, that was the thing.
You know
I thought Carry On films were like the Confession series, but they're not.
No, they're quite a bit short of the Confession
No.
series.
Yeah, confession films were sort of a bit more explicit, weren't they?
Yeah.
So
Well,
It
they were
would,
like,
yeah.
let's do a sex scene, but speed it up because the censors like that.
Yeah.
in the confession films, you would get Bush, whereas you wouldn't get that in
Yeah.
Carry On films. So yeah, they basically
you'd get
Carry
what
On
you
films
thought
with
were
Bush.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Barbara Windsor's tits.
lesbians against Bush. Yeah, but you get
But they're
I
also
think
like
you-
them.
convenient censorship just to hide it from
Yeah.
you.
I was going to
But you would
say,
get the same actor.
Ian, you've unlocked you've unlocked my early years. Like why I had such crippling depression because I was subjected to the Sullivans, and why I look like snooker so much because I'd switch over to the snooker if it was on.
Quite true. It's all there was on in those days.
Yeah.
The
Sherry
snooker's
Blair's.
comfy. Snooker's ASMR for men, isn't it? Just
Yeah,
the balls clanking.
That's a nice
it just
chill.
sends- It
Yeah,
just
nice
sends
chilled
me
afternoon.
straight off.
Oh.
Like if I put snooker on, I'm not awake in 5 minutes time.
yeah, but what we
And,
used to do though,
then,
when me and Dom worked in the same place, wasn't it? On a Friday, we'd go down the snooker hall. We brought you along as well. We brought you along,
Yeah.
me, Dan, and James used to go. We get stoned and pissed, and we go and play pool
Yeah.
for a few hours on a Friday night.
Was
We-
Dom
we-
the impressionable, fresh-faced youngster? Was he then? And you corrupted
Well,
him?
we
Is
just
that
tried
what
to get,
happened?
it was just a case. No, it was just a case of we were like we weren't young men anymore, but we wanted to do something, so we used to go to the snooker hall, get stoned, and play pool all night, and get hammered.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was enjoyable.
I
It was a good laugh.
they were great, but I'm an absolute whiz at a pub pool table, right? But the full size pool tables a bit of more of a struggle, and Ian's spliffs were pretty much almost pure.
I just never hit the ball hard enough on a full-size snooker table, and it just like peters out, don't it?
Basically, you looked at Reading Town Centre on a Friday night. We weren't going to go there, so we had to do something. So with the snooker hall on the industrial estate was the place for us. We weren't going to go into the club with all the young. We were all too old, so it's like we had to do something.
Well, it was
Yeah,
quite
you know what
close
I
to
mean?
the strip club.
Oh yeah, well our friend used to go there, didn't he? But yeah, it was a strip club there. I never went there, but yeah, it was pretty good stuff. So it's a chilled evening, or sometimes
Right.
we go and get pissed up on.
Right, we've done our time.
Are we done?
You doing a time, gentlemen, please?
Yeah, time,
Yeah.
gentlemen, please.
See you all for the next month's Halloween spooktacular.
Are we doing Spooktacular too? Are we? I think I need to find another pun on.
Well, we're doing next month,
Spooktacular.
and I think the 31st.
Spectacular too, the club.
Well, let's have a look at the calendar and see what the
31st.
closest is.
Yeah, I think it falls on a Thursday, so we can do. I think I checked my diary.
Oh shit!
and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
working days.
Thursday. Yeah, it's a Halloween Spooktacular actually
Right,
on
okay.
Halloween.
Right, okay then. everyone's homework. Let's get some stories together, and we'll tell them that night. Some short Halloween stories.
I think we'll allow creepypastas because I think we've done most of the stories, haven't we?
But anything really. Let's just fill it up. Let's just do a proper job though on that night. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do.
Hobbit
can do the Russian sleep experiment.
We'll revisit that seminal classic.
My favourite creepypasta has always been Candle Cove. I think that's a really, really good one. I'll dig out Candle Cove and I'll do Candle Cove because that's my favourite creepypasta. I can't stand about most creepypastas and it was all a dream, or was it? That's what I can't stand about creepypastas.
You can say that about everything, can't you?
Yeah, was it? And it was all a dream, or was it?
Doing well, that's bullshit, isn't it? Are we doing Christmas drinks this year then?
Oh, I don't know. Could do.
Well, Dom, are you coming to my place for Bad Manners? Are you going to Bad Manners this year, Dom?
Yeah, I'm up for that. Give me.
Fucking hell, is he? Still alive.
We go. I see them every year.
Yeah, I went to. Is he still chairman of Margate? Because I went to see Cobblers versus Margate.
I don't know, but it's a good show, isn't it?
And he did the half-time
show. Get Dom
show.
Down and. Yeah, no.
Well, maybe you guys can come to it as well, and then we can do some creepy stuff our own wedding.
Yeah, we can do that. Go to the
anyway, night all, stay spooky, etc., etc.